Hey folks, Dave here. I appreciate you stopping by for another video, and I hope everyone's well today. If you are new to the channel, thank you for stopping by, and I'll drop links to our projects and tutorials down in the description. And if you check those out and have problems doing any of them, just let me know in the comments, and I'll be glad to help out. So today we're going to do a quick tutorial on how to copy shapes along a path. So go up top first to your settings, click and make sure your snap tools are on. Then we want to go over and grab a ellipse, a circle, click the shift key and draw out a perfect circle, and then click your selector tool. Remember, you can scroll in and out with your mouse wheel. You can push down and move the entire canvas around. So the first thing we need to do is convert this to a path. So right click, go down and convert to path. Then you can go over to the left here and set shape start point. And you'll see this arrow pop up. Now there is another option that we will take a look at in just a minute. And just remember where that arrow is and click your selector tool, and then we will grab a shape. I'll just grab a snowflake here from my art library. I'm sure it's going to open big. We'll just make it small, and then we'll put it on our path. And if you don't have an art library, I will put a link in the description for how to create one. So we're going to take this and drop it where that arrow was, and it'll just snap to it. Now when you are copying along a path, you have to select what you want on the path first, so our snowflake, and then shift and select the path. Then you can go up to Arrange and down to Copy Along Path. You'll get this little pop-up. Now it has 4 on there because that's what I had in there at some point. So you can put the number of copies just by clicking up here, or you could set the space that you wanted between copies. So let's give that a try. And then you come out with something like this. Now if you didn't want your path to be part of your project, then just click the line separately, or your path, and turn it into a tool. But then you'll need to group these together. I'm grouping here on the top, but you could just as easily right click and group here. Alright, so we're just going to move this out of the way up here. Now I mentioned there was another way. So let's just grab another ellipse and draw us out a perfect circle. Make it a cut line, click our selector tool. You could just put it on the, I was trying to draw out another circle, but it didn't want to cooperate. You could convert this to a path, and then you can take your object or your shape and put it anywhere you want, and it'll snap to it, and that'll be the beginning of your path. And then you can select it, shift, select your path, and then go to Arrange and Copy Along Path, and it would do the same thing. But I've got to believe that Lightburn gave us the option of setting the start point because there was a reason to do so. So you may come across that reason at some point and think, well, that it was a good reason for it. So because the projects can get really elaborate at times, and I'm sure there's a good reason for it, but I won't ponder that any further because I just don't know what it would be. But you can do it either way you want to. I'll push Control Z and catch that one back up. I'm just going to group it, not that we need to keep it, but So let's say you wanted to put some sew lines. I'm going to draw out a rectangle. Maybe you're sewing a patch on a hat or something and you want some sewing lines. So draw out your rectangle, leave it selected, go over to offset fill, and that should work fine. That's an outward offset 5 millimeter. Okay, so now this is our original here. I'm pushing Control Z to put it back. You can go ahead and turn that into a tool. Then you can right click and turn it into a path, and then you can go over and set your start point, which will be this top right corner. Just remember where it's at, and again, if not, just put it wherever you want to start and do that. So let's draw out a little needle hole and click the selector tool and then make it a cut line. And we'll take it to this corner and snap it in place. Shift and select our path, and then go to Arrange, copy along path, and then we'll see how many we can get on here and make it look right. I'm sure we need one in every corner. If it don't cooperate, we can work around it. I don't know how close the stitches need to be. That looks pretty good to me. So there we go. And then you can, if you pull from, well, let's say you're cutting out, you may be cutting out a piece of leather and you're putting the holes in it. So you can group everything together. And then there is your patch. And then you can engrave on that patch whatever you would like. This works for any shape. So let's go over and grab a hexagon. Push the shift key, draw out a hexagon. Click the selector tool. And I've got shape properties over here. So if you don't have shape properties, a tab for it, somewhere on your page, go up to Window and down to Shape Properties and be sure it's selected. And then you'll be able to select that hexagon and turn it into one of many shapes. So we'll make it a triangle. I'll make it a little bigger here. And then I will get a duplicate, Control D, pull it out. We'll make that one small. And we will just put triangles along our triangle. So I'm just going to pop it on here instead of setting the path and see how that works. If it don't work, we'll set the path. All right, convert it to path. Let's pop this in one of the corners because the snap tool is on. That looks pretty good. Let me get closer. That may have been behind my face. I hope not. I'm pulling it out just in case it was. I've moved my camera a little bit so I wouldn't cover up the art library and stuff over here. All right, so I'm selecting the shape, shift, selecting the path, going to Arrange, and copy along path. And it's looking like it's working pretty good. So I'm just going to work it until I get close like that. Okay, clicking OK. Now, these are not yet grouped, so you can move this a little bit if it made you feel better to have it exactly where you wanted it to be. I don't know why you would make this, but you might. And then we will group all that together. Okay, now let's do a straight line or a line. go up and grab your drawing tool and just draw out a line, and then you can left click, right click to let go of it, and you can click the selector tool. Now the line should already be a path. I don't think it's already a path. So select it and then go up to node editing right here, and you can see you hover over and it'll give you the hotkeys for that. So we're just going to hover over here, and you can see the mouse will change the cursor, and I'm clicking the letter I to put a node in there, and it'll let me bend it from here. It don't mean it'll be pretty, but it'll be bent. And there's you can put another one over here on the right, and you get these handlebars and you can twist it around. But let's just say we wanted to put a shape along that crooked line. So let's grab an ellipse again and just draw out, something. We're just making shapes. Maybe that's a Christmas light or something. And we're going to put it on this line somewhere. That works, or you could snap it to the center like that. And then Shift, select your line, and then we can go to Arrange, Copy Along Path. I do not know what just happened. I think I just clicked Circular Array. All right, that was fun. Copy Along Path. Yeah, that's what we want. I must have clicked Circular. That was big fun. All right, let me get this out from behind my face. I keep forgetting that I moved the camera. All right, so we're putting Christmas lights on this this here, and you can take this line out, or you can make it a tool. Either way, and then you could even warp these. Let's delete this. Let's select our Christmas lights, and let's try something new here. There is a warp. Let's warp right here under Tools, and you could bend these in a lot of different ways if you wanted to. I'm just playing now, guys, but Lightburn is an awesome tool. You can do a lot with it. I think I'll do a whole video on this warping thing sometime soon. So, okay, folks, I think that is probably enough for you to get the point of how to put shapes on a path. And I hope the video was useful. I know I played around a little bit, but that's part of the fun of having Lightburn and having a laser. You get to try new things. So hope the video was helpful. Hope you enjoyed watching. I really appreciate you taking time to watch. It helps the channel to grow. And just check back often for new videos. You folks take care, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.